of Ghana, President John Mahama, is currently trending for being incredible. This man has actually proven to the world that he stands out when it comes to African leaders. He didn't just stand out because of who he is, he stood out because of his personality. This man has been doing a whole lot of things that African leaders, especially Nigerian leaders, could not do. I think right now he has actually been declared as father of all nations because of his intentionality, because of how he feels about the motherland, Ghana, his country. I'm going to show you guys the videos of some Nigerians reacting and sharing their experiences and how they got attached to the president of Ghana and why they think this man is literally the best president Africa has recorded. Let me show you guys a video of Evan Mira, a Nigerian guy schooling in Ghana, sharing what she thinks about what president of Ghana did, and of course she was saying also urging Nigerian president to immediately learn this from Ghana president, because very honest, she would never shut her mouth. Her life changed for good ever since she moved to Ghana. Let's watch these videos.
Just completely West, and Mahama is flying the flag of Western Africa so beautifully. There is nothing more beautiful than what Mahama did by offering 1,000 scholarship to West African students who want to study in Ghana. But my plea with him will be that, please, sir, the scholarship is not just going to be to any other person or anybody, but to people who are going to study solution-based oriented programs. We are supposed to change our curriculum because we have a lot of graduates that have no business solving problems and they are just causing problems instead of solving problems. Okay, going after that, I love it. You don't know why. It's going to bring born within the Western coast, Nigeria, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Mali, and the rest of the West African countries. I love what Mahama is doing. It is bringing back the love, the unity. It is just a gesture that is going to foster unity. I know you'll be wondering, what am I showing on my screen? I am actually showing what is called
Students Loan Trust Fund.
Student Loan Trust Fund. But before I talk about this, let me address something. I've been having or seeing a lot of comments on my comment section who is telling me, stop comparing Ghana to Nigeria, stop comparing Nigeria to Ghana or to any other African countries. I want to let you know something, that before the partition of Africa by the British, which took place at Berlin Conference in 1880 to 1914, that Africa was one. Did you hear what I said? Before the partition of Africa by the British, which took place in the year 1880 to 1914 in Berlin Conference, Africa was one. That is why I have the right to talk about the continent. That is why I have to relate what is going on in different states within my continent, Africa. And I don't think anything wrong comparing them. And I also want to know something. I am somebody who doesn't live a psychopath life. I don't do that. See, my person will do well, we go praise. My person will do well, we go praise. In as much as Ghana is actually doing well when it comes to government or system working than Nigeria, we also have another African country which is doing well more than another African country, and which is Burkina Faso. Are you getting this? So I have right to relate with anything I am relating with. And I'm not doing it to get attraction or attention. I am doing it because I am desperate for my country to do well. If she will catch we Nigerians, if she will catch our Nigerian leaders, they should do better so that we will not see the need of comparing. But I will come out and be applauding them. We will come out and be praising them for doing well, for turning our country to a better country. I don't see the reason why we Nigerians are running away from our country instead of Ghanaversesnigeria across the whole world. Meanwhile, we have what it takes to have that Ghanaversesnigeria within our country. So what I'm doing here is that we are tired of adjusting. We are tired of keeping calm.
Tired of complaining.
Saying or taking the path I took in my content because I am desperate and I want my Nigeria to change. So going back to this that I showed you, this is called Students Loan Trust Fund. I don't know whether something like this is actually existing in Nigeria. Even if it exists, someone like me have not had. And even if it exists, how can it function when every sector in Nigeria is corrupt? That is what we're talking about. So, to many of you who keep saying it as if I am actually praising Ghana and I don't appreciate my people, there's nothing that makes me happy in Nigeria for me to appreciate. For what now? When everything has totally gone wrong. This is Student Loan Trust Fund. And it is still functioning in Ghana. I don't know whether we have it in Nigeria, but it is still functioning in Ghana to the extent that as a student, if you want to take loan, or maybe your family is not capable, or something come up, or you don't even have money, you're entitled to have this and fill it, submit it, and you'll be given the amount of money you required or you asked for. And you are entitled to take this loan and finish your school. Then when you are done with your school or university and you serve and get your job, then government will start taking it from your salary. You start paying back with a little interest. This is what it means that government have interest of its people at heart. Imagine if Nigeria introduced this or have this and it is functioning. A lot of students who drop out today in school in Nigeria won't have. Because I saw somebody in a live interview saying that they have dropped out of school because of the hardship and situation, the transport money to school and other things, he can't afford a living anymore. So
decided to drop out of school. Let's assume this thing is existing in Nigeria and it is functioning. Can you see that this could actually help them or help those people like that not to drop out of school? Here, even some people who have paid their school fees can still apply for this loan and use it and do business, run business within the school, people who are selling pure water or anything at all. It is called support. Does Nigeria have a body like this to support their citizens? And later you come and tell me Ghana is not better than Nigeria. They are far, far much better.
The time has come for Africa to unashamedly take advantage of the natural resource endowment that God has given us. In the colonial era, we had colonial masters, we had no say, and so they mined the gold, they took it away, they developed the palm plantations, took the palm oil away, they took the diamonds away, took everything away. And when we gained independence, Nkrumah warned us and said colonialism might have been defeated, but we're entering the era of neocolonialism. They don't need to bring a governor to sit here, but they still would, from wherever the colonial headquarters is, control your resources and be able to still derive the benefits as if they had colonized you. And that exactly is happening. Post-colonialism, we didn't have technology, we didn't have capital, we didn't have the human resource. And so foreign companies come and take huge concessions and they sign it off for a pittance. And they run those, concessions to the benefit of the colonial metropolis. Today, I think that in Africa we've developed the core of human resource that is capable of also taking advantage of some of these resources. We've developed the technology, we have the technology to be able to do whatever any of these big conglomerates are doing. And the capital is available in the world to mobilize, to be able to do the same things. And that is why recently we had a little issue which we have resolved. Tomorrow we take the first step towards resetting our dear nation, Ghana. We face challenges that have held us back for too long. But now it's time to build the Ghana we all want together. Join me from Winneba in the Central Region as I unveil a vision for a future that will bring justice, jobs, and prosperity to every corner of our beloved nation. Ghana.
Always the intentionality of this president for me. Like, you heard what this lady said. What's more, Eva Mira, I really love you. If you ever come across my content, I enjoy your content, even though I barely react on your videos, but anytime you speak, you see, there's nothing like someone being intelligent. Like, there's nothing absolutely. Well, she's schooling in Ghana, so what do you expect? She's schooling in one of the best countries that has good universities. So what do you expect? I still don't know why we have a lot of criticism. Don't talk about Ghana. With this woman, why are you always comparing Ghana to? Like she said, we have right to talk about Africa. Burkina Faso is doing well, so you guys should also get ready for me to start reacting about Burkina Faso. When we make these videos, we are putting it on the faces of Nigeria to wake up. That makes sense. Let us wake up. Let us stop fighting online social banters, comparing other countries versus Nigeria. We have so many things to compare, so many things to drag, so many things to address, without addressing the key important factor, which is our country devaluing every day. She mentioned of scholarship, student loan fund, trust fund. It does not exist in Nigeria. Even though there was a time they said students come and for loan, but it was not working. I think it had packed with lots of interest, allegedly, or people, like she said, corruption will not even let it. The truth remains that Nigerians are the problem of Nigeria. the president of Nigeria, President Tinubu, wouldn't do everything for you. You as a Nigerian watching me, what have you been doing on the comfort of your home around your area to make this country better? Let me give you guys a logical example. We always quick to judge the president. We always quick to condemn the president of Nigeria. Then what are you doing? There was a day I was driving and I came across a car. A car was right in front of me. This person had the mind to wind down the glass and threw away banana peel from the window. I looked at this person. I was like, what is going on? Tomorrow guys will say that Lagos is dirty. Lagos is smelling. You can randomly be passing, maybe going for something, and you see people standing on the major road, defecating, urinating on the major government road, tiled and is working. The next day, they'll blame everything on the president. Will the president die for you guys? I understand the fact that we have so many lapses. Like, there are so many things we need to do. There are so many things the president needs to do. But what are you doing to make it work? I heard that there was time president approved student loan. I've heard it before. If you're Nigerian watching, let me know. Check it, Google it. But it didn't work. It didn't work because people that they were assigned to do that hijacked the whole thing. They would give it to their family members. Imagine if the person that was assigned to, apportion the student's loan is a Yoruba person. Let me use this example of Yoruba. Before an Igbo person would get hold of that loan, you would have known the connection you have with the Yorubas. This is how Nigeria works. This is how this country, Nigeria, was. Tribalism it's way deep in the country that a lot of things aren't working anymore. I am being honest and I'm being facts. I'm telling you guys the facts. If only Nigeria will remove tribalism, remove corruption, work on your own self, work on your personal health, personal development, just work on yourself. That lady that threw away the banana peel from the window wouldn't have done that if she was being an intentional Nigerian. If you know that the next person that is going to pass through that road, this is going to serve as an eyesore, you would have strategized. You wouldn't have dropped. You'd have dropped it right in your car and disposed it accordingly. I'm done. I'm done with this video. Right now, I'm even tired of creating this video because I kind of feel like these are things we come online all the time to talk about without getting solutions. And whatever thing we are doing on Nigeria is just like you pouring water on the stone that will, on the long run, yield no result. Thank you guys so much for watching up until. Let me know what you think in the comment. For me, President John Mahama is doing far better. This guy is learning from the best. He's hearing. He has the best advisors. He has the best colleagues. He has the best, people around him that is giving him the best of the best. I know that I'm going to be dragged because I think some people don't really like it when I talk about the president of Ghana, President John Mahama. But then it is your own problem, right? It is not in any way political. What's it called? Political. What's the English? Help me with English in the comment section. I am not doing that because of politics. Of course, I don't wish to even indulge in Ghana politics, but I'm here to tell you guys the facts. Comparing to where I come from, President Mahama, I come up for you are doing so well for your country, and God will continue to bless, use it to enrich the motherland Ghana. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Uju. You're highly welcome to Uncut. Make a subscribe, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye, guys.